Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 21st of March 2021 and this is Flosstube number 58. This week I think I've only touched 4 projects. I didn't do a whip and chat. The headache kind of left me just a bit weird, so I decided not to do a whip and chat this week, but it'll be back to normal next week, so no worries about that. Although I've only touched 4 projects, I have done quite a bit, and I'm so excited on one of them because I just want to whip it out now and get to a point where I can start the next set of pages. So I will just crack on and tell you what I've been up to. Okay, first project. I say first, where's my list? The usual one, the one I have to work on every day of every week until the end of this year. So this is the Full Coverage Fanatics Yearly Challenge, the Stitch Around Iceland. And the piece I chose for that was, I haven't took it out, the Polly Pocket. No matter, the sun's out as well, it's really, really bright here. So it's this one, Amy Stewart's Minnie the Amazing Animal Kingdom, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this week, I've got to get it the right way up, has seen not as many as I should have because I worked out on a weekly basis I need 1,450 to complete the Stitch Around Iceland by the end of the year, and I've only done 1,069 so far. So this is where I'm at, still just filling in these browns, bringing them down here. Doesn't look much difference, although I've done 1,069 stitches, it does not look like 1,069 stitches, but I'm a stickler for keeping my stitch counts. This is stitched on 25 count 1/1 full cross, and I keep it on this frame just because I'm on Kelly's every day of the week. So on average I need about 210 stitches a day. I normally just top that, but I never stitched it yesterday and I haven't stitched it today, so I'm already like 220 stitches behind, but that's the plan for this afternoon, I think. There is something else I really, really want to work on. You'll see why in a minute. But moving right along. The next thing I worked on is my second BAP. Just in case you don't know, that stands for Big Project. I've only got 2 huge ones, and this is one of them. Something like 100 odd pages to this. Thank goodness for Pattern Keeper, I tell you. So this is World of Disney 4, and this is off Etsy, Xana's Cross Stitch, and you can tell it's huge. It's 999 stitches wide by 720 high, so that's a lot. I haven't actually worked out how many stitches that is, but anyway, that covered a prompt this week. So did Animal Kingdom, and I completely forgot. The Animal Kingdom, it was for Enchanted Stitching, stitch on a piece that reminds you of someone in your family. Well, I chose Animal Kingdom just because my sister absolutely loves animal print. I'm not a fan, but she is. And it's in fitting that I pick the animal one because it reminds me of my sister. I am in my PJs today. I'm having a pyjama day and I really don't care. So apologies. It was a case of get up, get showered, get the dinner on. So the kids are all fed and quiet. Anyway, my World of Disney. For Enchanted Stitching again, I had to stitch on something people might think you're crazy for stitching. Well, my family already does think I'm crazy for stitching this one just because of how big it actually is. It's huge. Being as I've already got one that's huge, it's kind of, they look at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, it'll take a few years, but I'm a process stitcher. I'm not so fussed about looking to get it finished. I absolutely love the process of stitching. I'm trying to move that across. So, this week has seen 978 stitches on this. 250 of those were for Enchanted Stitching. This is also for Full Coverage Fanatics Bookshelf Challenge. which is the Da Vinci Code, and I need 4,890 by the end of March. So the end of this next week, and I've still got 2,000 and some odd to do. I think I'll get it done. I don't mind working on this one. So this week has seen me putting in this, I think it's 939. I don't think it was 310. Yeah, it is. It's 939. It's just like the edge of that green border. And then plus I've been filling in like a lot of the little stitches that go around. So yeah, it also actually covered magical stitching, stitch on a whip that has a place or setting where you could hold a picnic. Well, let me show you again. In this top right corner right here, there's like a little beach. Who doesn't love a picnic at the beach? So that covered that. That is also stitched on 25 count, 1/1/4 cross. Number 3. This is like, I've got to finish this afternoon. Because this is a prompt for Enchanted Stitching and I haven't finished yet. I only got it out this morning, but I think it's the last one of the prompts that I need to stitch for. And the prompt being, stitch on something that you've wanted to quit working on in the past. I think I said before, the fabric on this one is just horrible. It's nothing to do with the pattern. It's from Tilton Crafts. It's the Munsters. Daniel Cordex design, artwork, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, the fabric on this, even though I've washed it, it still stays a bit brittle. So it doesn't get as much work on it as I would like to. Sadly, I think I've done 2,000, no. That's an over-exaggeration. 220 something this morning. 236 actually, I did write it down. And I need 250, so I've got like another 14 stitches to put into this, which will take me like the next 10 minutes. And I'll probably go slightly over because I like to finish my thread. I don't like leaving thread hanging. I prefer to finish one strand and then move on. So this will probably get another few stitches this afternoon. And I've mainly been working, I think it's another grey. It just changes between darks and lights. There's like loads of them. This grey filling in right here and coming down there. Yeah. This is also 25 count. And this is one I bought on AliExpress. I wouldn't recommend it just because even though I've washed it, it is still so hard, and that's why it doesn't get worked on so much. But hey ho, the last one I've worked on, and this is the one that has got me excited. You know what it's like when you come to the end of a page, let's say you're one of these that leaves the page breaks in on Pattern Keeper, or the page breaks on your pattern if you're working from paper. When you're getting close to completing that one page, it's that excitement that you want to get it done. Well, I've been working on pages 7, 8, 9 and 10, and I've nearly finished them, and it's just that drive is there. Although I want to work on Kelly's today to catch up, I also want to work on my Once Upon a Fairy Tale one as well, because I want to finish these pages. Because then there's only 3 pages left on the top row. That'll be the top row completely done then. And I can move down. And that's always exciting, isn't it? So it is this one, Once Upon a Fairy Tale, artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And the top row, I think, is like just above that shelf there. And it goes across. So I'm actually up to these books right here, and then the last 3 pages cover that castle. It's the only thing I want to work on, which is a bit sad because I've got so many others that I could probably get out and chuck a few hundred stitches in. So if I knock you, I apologise, but I've got it on a chair right next to you guys. That was well done. So this week, where am I? 1,530. Wow, that's just this week. And as you can see, no, stand. Page 7, there are a couple of stitches here that kind of line the edge of page 7 going that way. So there's pages 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 ends where that line is right there, but I don't like to leave thread hanging, so I just carried on and did that block of page 11. So as you can see, it is really, really close to finish. Most of this week I've started this end because I wanted to fill in this like big blank space I had here. So there are 4 books that lean right there, and I've been working on mostly those, and then obviously if the colour carries on and goes off over here, I've carried it on. And the fairy's starting to get filled in now, and so are the stars. Oh, it's so exciting because I'm so near the end of my fabric. Hang on. Look, don't want to knock anything over. I've got extra for border anyway, so it's not going to be like massively huge. But I'll take that back out. It's so close. Look. It's amazing. So you can see why I'm so excited. I just want to get it out and I just want to finish those few pages no matter how long it takes me. That's also stitched on 25 count easy grid, 1/1 full cross. So I'm going to be having a fight with my conscience this afternoon because I need to catch up on Curly's, but I also want to finish mine. What to do, eh? What to do? These dilemmas as cross stitchers face. It is what it is. Anyway, that's it for stitching. I still haven't picked up my Marvin the Martian and started it yet. Even though all the wool's right there, just waiting for me to pick up and start it. I think I just got too excited with my fairytale piece and just decided not to start it. Maybe this week, maybe this week. Anyway, that's it for stitching. I haven't really done much else this week because although I've kind of been without the headache, I kind of still know something's there, if that makes sense. So I've tried not to do anything to aggravate it and cause a migraine or whatever. So I've taken it a little bit easier this week. I do have one piece of haul though. I showed you guys last week or the week before my new Mirabilia, that didn't come out right, my new Mirabilia cross stitch chart, Athena, the goddess of wisdom. I've watched loads and loads of Flosstubes and I've seen people, you know, they said, oh, I bought this one, it'd look amazing on this one and whatever, and it seemed like such an easy thing to go and do. It's to choose a piece of fabric and a colour, and yet when I went online, oh my, it just opened a whole new door. And I spent ages and ages and ages looking around. I looked up the colour it recommended and it seemed a bit dark. Because I think it said chestnut brown or something like that. And I didn't like it. But anyway, I went onto Amazon and I found it was a lovely I've bought off here before. It's called Flora Shell Needlecrafts. And she posted it. I think I bought it dinner time that day. And I got it the following morning. It was amazing. Anyway, it is. I won't show you the whole piece just because it's too big. This 32 count Belfast linen raw. I think it's a little bit darker than it's showing on camera, but you can kind of see. So it's a Belfast linen. I've never ever worked on linen before, so this is going to be a new one for me. This is a 27 by 19 inch piece, I think. And for her to have it in my post box the following morning was amazing. So I will buy from them again because she was fairly cheap. That only cost me 13 and some pennies. I don't know. So that's that. So I'm getting excited now because now I just need to find someone who has all the embellishments, like the embellishment packs. I have looked and looked and looked, and most of them are like USA and some of them the shipping can be quite expensive. So anybody's got any ideas where I can buy the embellishment packs from, perhaps in the UK? Drop me a line, honestly. I need to find them. It's exciting. So embellishments next, and the flosses, and then I can make a start on that one. So excited. There was one more thing I want to ask of you guys, and it is, I'm looking for something and I don't know, I can't seem to find the right piece. Maybe you guys have got some ideas. This year in June will be the anniversary of my mum's passing. It will be 20 years this year. It's such a long time, and it has flown by in like no time. It's shocking that it's 20 years. I can't believe it. But anyway, I wanted to do a piece to kind of, I don't know whether to say commemorate or sort of be in memory of. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to stitch myself something that I can put on the wall that's like in memory of my mom. And it just, a verse maybe with, I don't know. My mum's favourite flower was a rose, and her favourite colour rose was yellow. So perhaps I could find something kind of with roses. It doesn't have to be yellow, but I can't seem to find many cross stitches that are for that specific reason, like in memory of, or... So if you guys have got any ideas, please leave me a comment, leave me a link to somewhere that perhaps you've seen one, and I can go and check it out. Because I just think I can't let, you know, it's been 20 years. I can't let that anniversary go without stitching something in memory of my mum. So drop me a link, drop me a comment, and I'll go and check them out. That would be super amazing of you guys. And sometimes you guys look around more than I perhaps do. That's all I've got for this week, guys. I'm sorry it's a short one. No, it's not too short. I super apologise for last weekend and my Flosstube being late last week. It couldn't be helped, but, you know, I'm not one of these that gets ill a lot, so it shouldn't happen too much. Anyway, all links, as always, are down in the description box to all my projects. Whether I've shown them or not, I will leave a link to them unless the link is no longer available for those, especially for Riley's Avengers piece. It isn't on Tilton Crafts anymore, I don't think. I haven't checked for a while. I'll go and look again later. So yeah, all links are down in the description box. Also links to my social media, which is my Facebook, which is Tracy's Craft House, my Instagram, which is Tracy_LE2020. Also to the Buy Me a Coffee. That link is only there if you would like to support my channel. It is not something you have to do. It is greatly appreciated, but not necessary, shall we say. And then just links to everything else. So, take care, stay safe. I should see you on Wednesday for a whip and chat. If you don't do whip and chats, that's fine. I will see you next Sunday for my next Flosstube. Take care, stay safe. Bye, guys.